Hey, so moving to a new country can be pretty daunting. You gotta learn a new language and you gotta learn the new cultures of that country, right? Especially when you come to China. Let me give you an example. You see this? This is useless in China. Pretty much useless. And this, useless as well. You know why? Because everybody uses their phone to pay for stuff here. All you gotta do is show a QR code and you're good to go. So if you come to China with a ton of cash, you'll find a hard time spending it. So even though I can't teach you how to learn Chinese overnight, I will try to teach you how to use Chinese tech and some life hacks so that you can adjust to life in China much easier. And today, we're going to learn how to use Alipay. Alipay is a payment app that's used in China. It's very similar to PayPal, but it's kind of like PayPal on steroids. You'll see what I mean when you set it up and start playing with it yourself. But before we do that, we need to learn how to download it, how to get an account, and then also how to get yourself verified. And we're going to do that today. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to show you guys one tip that I think is pretty useful when you're using the app. So make sure you stay until the end and find out what that tip is. All right, you guys ready? Let's get to it. Okay, so to sign up for an Alipay account, what you have to do is you have to go into the App Store and then search Alipay, spelled A-L-I-P-A-Y. You download the one titled Alipay Simplify Your Life. Don't download Alipay HK. That's for Hong Kong. You want to download the one that's for China. And then once you do that, you open the app and you'll be greeted with a page. You'll first be greeted with a blue button. Hit the blue button, and then after that, you'll be greeted with a white page. You want to hit the sign up button at the bottom left. Once you do that, it'll ask you to enter a phone number. It's okay if you don't have a Chinese phone number yet. Just enter whatever phone number you have to register an account. You can always switch out the phone number with the Chinese one you get after you arrive. Or if you're in China already, just use your Chinese phone number. Okay? And then what happens after that is it'll ask you to agree to a service agreement. So hit agree. And then what's going to happen is Alipay will send you a verification code. Enter the verification code and your account should be set up. But what you notice is that even though your account is set up, when you go and hit the pay and collect button on the top row, you'll be greeted with a message that says to use the payment feature, you need to add a bank card or another payment method. This basically means that without connecting a bank account or a credit card, you won't be able to make any payments. So the next thing you have to do is enter your bank account information if you're already in China, or connect a credit card. For me, the only option that was shown to me was how to connect a bank card, because I'm already in China. I used a Chinese phone number. So my option was to add a bank card. You might have other different options, I'm not too sure, but the only one that I can show you is how to connect a bank account to Alipay. So what you got to do is enter the bank number column, insert your bank card number, and then once you enter it, the system will automatically detect which bank it's from. And from there on, you just gotta enter your full name and choose your ID type. So for me, for example, I had to choose passport because I don't have a mainland identity card. So I chose passport. I enter my passport number, and then the last thing you have to enter is the phone number that you have registered at the bank. So if you have the same number when you opened the bank account, great, use that number. If you have a different one, you use whichever number that you registered, that you opened your bank account with, because what's going to happen next is they're going to send you another text message. and it's going to be sent to the number that you registered your bank account with, and you enter that verification code. It's going to ask you to set up a payment password, which means that from now on, payment function should be working perfectly. Once you set up your payment password, you'll be greeted with a success page, and you just hit done on the top right, and you're good to go. And go back to the pay and collect page again, and then you'll see that there's a QR code for you to use. And oh yeah, there's something that I wanted to show you guys, right? Basically a trick of some sort to help you speed up your Alipay usage. What I usually do is on my iPhone home screen, I would swipe right, and then at the bottom, I would find the edit button. Once you hit the edit button, you want to look for the customize button still at the very bottom. And once you hit the customize button, you want to look for a widget that says Alipay and add that to your widgets. Because this widget I found is very useful, because what it does is it basically lays out all the basic functions, the essential functions of Alipay inside the widget. For example, you have the scan function for when you want to scan someone else's QR code. You have a pay tab, which basically gives you quick access to your own QR code, so that when you want to make a payment, you can just flash it out by hitting the arrow, and then also to collect as well. So if you want to show somebody else your QR code so that they can scan it to pay you, you can do the same thing. Transferring money works the same. It's like a hotkey for all the most essential functions of Alipay. And the last tab is actually transport. Transport is for taking public transportation. So you can even have your subway card loaded up in there for quick access. But that's for another story, because subway cards are actually nationwide now in China. So in a future video, I want to show you how to set up your own subway card for use in Shanghai, as well as in the majority of the other cities in China. And yeah, please look forward to that video. And yeah, so that's the tip that I have for you guys. Other than that, this is it for Alipay. If you have any questions about the app when you're using it, please leave a comment down below and let me know. And besides that, that's it for today, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Really appreciate you guys stay until the very end. Bye bye.